So as photographers, we're always hearing about the importance of printing our photos, and I found this really cool website, Saal Digital Corporation. I actually found them through an Instagram ad, and they were letting photographers kind of test out their photo books, and so I was able to get this one free of charge, or actually create it free of charge. And so I just want to show you a sample of what it looks like and what the quality was like, and of course just highlight the importance of printing our stuff because it makes a really big difference. So it's one thing for us to just see our post on Instagram or just on a website and it looks good, but when you actually take the time to print it and see it in person, it's a totally different experience, and it just gives you an idea of, you know, what you should do differently when you are taking pictures and stuff like that. So this here is the sample of my photo book. This was just a sample that I put together. It's just everything on my website pretty much. But for me, that helps out because now when I meet with potential clients, or if I'm trying to get new ones, or just want to show someone the work that I've done, I keep this little book handy. This one is 7.5 by 7.5. So it's a nice real small size that just fits in my backpack. And so when I'm meeting with people, I can show them in person like what the photos look like, and they can tangibly touch them and just kind of get an idea. And it just takes, you know, marketing your business to the next level. Plus it just gives you an opportunity to see your photos and stuff. So I have a lot of just my automotive photography, and what I learned, because I ordered two by accident. One was a matte finish, and then one was, I forgot the material, but just a basic little film, kind of like what you would get from printing old Kodak pictures. That one I didn't like as much. The matte finish looks so much better. So the the material on the outside, that's matte, as well as the pictures inside are printed on a matte paper, and it's a lot smoother and you get a lot deeper colors and richer colors, and the texture just looks so much better. The one that I got that was not matte was more, I don't know, just cheap, like when you're going through old photo albums and it's just that shiny, thin material. So that's what I would recommend if you are printing any of your photos. Do it on matte paper. It looks a lot better. Like I said, I just had fun printing different shots that I took from like automotive events, and then I do have some of my food photography shots in here as well. So if I am wanting to get, you know, another restaurant client or anything like that, they could see some of the shots that I've taken on Instagram of, like, you know, ice cream and just different food and beverages and things like that. And it's just a really cool experience to be able to see them. And so the one thing I learned for sure was printing up or taking up the whole page when you are printing looks a lot better and a lot more pleasing than some of the like block little images I took. It just looks a little bit funny. If you take up the whole page, it feels more like a magazine, which is a nice look and feel, and then it just, you know, it's more of an impression on your eyes and things like that. So the other part was printing like 2 pages, so 2 full pages of the same picture. Really looks like a magazine or like something you'd put on a wall and things like that. So with a few of the pictures, I just spread it across 2 pages, and it just has a totally different feel because it's taking up a much bigger area. And so you can see even from like the very last page here that I did that, and it took up the entire scene, and it just looks really cool and just tells a wider story. So those are just some of the things I learned from printing my photos. I do want to print a lot more of them and then print them and put them on the wall. So that'll be really fun. So I'm getting different shots together where I can create a nice bigger canvas and, you know, have that design in my room and just really stand out, and of course see my work is always a fun thing. So that's what I'm going to be working on. And then if you are looking to get some of your shots printed, just know that any camera nowadays can do it. If you're printing cell phone pictures, it's not gonna look as good if you go this big, to be honest. Maybe on the brand new iPhone it'll be a little bit better, but even 12 megapixels is okay for printing stuff as long as you don't go too big. But if you want to print something really big, I would say, you know, a 24 megapixel camera or a 20 megapixel camera, which I know a lot of Sonys come with, that would be plenty. So as long as you don't go too big, you won't lose out on too much detail. And then of course, the sharper your images are in Lightroom or whatever editing software you use, of course it's going to look better printed as well. So even when you are making certain edits, just keep that in mind, and even the level of noise that you have in your images when you print them, that will transfer over. But if you go with the matte paper, it kind of tones down any errors that you would have made in the picture. So I can't wait to print my next one. I'm curious to know, have you guys printed any of your photos, and what was that experience like for you, and what company did you use? So just leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.